Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. Sorry I haven't uploaded many videos recently again, but that's mostly because I've been working on some really cool stuff like Tobii eye tracking integration with Mobalytics. So now it's fully synced up. We can track what you're looking at in-game with the eye tracker and tell you like if you're doing well or badly and how it relates to League. Now anyway, I thought it would be cool to do an educational video using the eye tracking to show you more what I mean in-game from one of my games. I honestly think this helps understand things even more, but let me know what you think down below, and if you like it, I'll do some more like team fights or other stuff, or if you have any suggestions, also leave that down there. So this one is going to be about trading and kills in any lane, which is ideally a 3-step process, and this is something that I get asked all the time, like how to play the lane phase as an AD carry. So step 1 is trading around minions. Step 2 is going to be trading around cooldowns, and step 3 is then finally going in for the kill. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, then using minions is when they come to CS, you hit them, they're looking at that CS, that minion, they're not looking at you, and you get free damage or you make them lose their gold. Using cooldowns is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. They use their abilities to farm or something, they can't use them on you for the cooldown, so you can trade and fight them with an advantage. Once you've done that for a while, you get them lower health, and then you move in for the actual fight and the actual kill. So let's start with trading around minions. This is one that most people don't do because they don't feel like it actually does anything, but it's kind of like a constant tickle that eventually develops into an itch that you just have to scratch. The idea is that if you hit somebody enough times, it starts to hurt basically. This is normally when you're not CSing yourself, but every time they go for a CS that you can at least, they're looking at that minion and you can hit them for free because they're not really going to hit you back. Sometimes they do, but if they do that, they miss the minion. This works even better for cannon minions as well, like you can see in our first example. So my cannon is lower health, right? So I know that's going to die first, and so I'm looking at the health of that and her as well to see if she's actually moving in to take it. I'm going to walk forward to say either basically hit the cannon or hit me, and she chooses the cannon, so I give her a little smack in the face, and that is basically minion trading in a nutshell. Let's also ignore the fact that because she has rocket AoE damage as Jinx, I actually do take some damage back, but you get the point, right? This is the idea. Let me show you another one. That's a pretty good example as well. So I'm constantly looking at her here and my minion's health to see if she's going to walk forward to actually take it. Because I have more minions and because I'm stronger at this point, I can walk forward pretty easily and pressure her into either missing that CS or taking the damage. Specifically here as well, I see she's walking forward. I look to see the minion health that she's going to go for, then hit her for taking it, and then again a few seconds later. This lane is really annoying because of Yuumi, but it is still good to trade when you can, and you can see my eyes are swapping between her and the minion health a lot. I'm not just looking at what I'm going to CS, and that is a really big part. Now let's move on to step 2. Cooldown based trading, as I said, is literally what it sounds like. They use an ability, it's on cooldown, they can't use it on me, so we go in and fight. The clip I'm going to show you really wraps everything up together, and it leads us into our step 3 as well, that is securing the kill. So first thing when being aggressive is we want to make sure we don't get punished. So we back off a little bit and we place a ward in the river. Thankfully, we actually didn't really need to do this because a few seconds later, we see the jungler top lane killing our jungler and top lane, unfortunately, but we know we can go in and we can fight now. First up, she walks forward here for a minion. So instead of just doing the auto minion trade, I actually used my E for a little bit more damage, but I'm not going to fully commit since she instantly runs away afterwards and I can't really follow that up. This is actually cooldown trading as well, but in reverse. So now my E is on cooldown, I need to not fight, right? So you can actually see my behavior change. I'm playing way more passively, I'm not standing up, I'm not trying to minion trade because if she fights me, I can't fight her back because I don't know my E. So I'm not trading, and I look down to check how many seconds left until it's back up. When it is about to come back up, I can start to auto trade again using minions, so we have that and we can actually fight if I need to. Yuumi uses a heal after this, which is a pretty long cooldown, rank 1, so we know that's now on cooldown, and then I tell my support to try and fight. There's nothing special about this fight really. We managed to secure the kill from my explosive charge after I shoot her back, but I probably wouldn't have done that if I knew Yuumi had a heal. Maybe I would have anyway, but I was thinking about jumping on top of her, and this is just where like knowing that that heal isn't there is going to be less healing and it's more likely to get a kill. We might have got it anyway because there is an ignite on there, but she had her summon a heal, which she does use and dies through it anyway, but that's at least the logic behind the fight. Just because we're focusing on AD carry doesn't mean that this isn't going to apply to other roles, and actually even the support. So the Alistair playing this is actually a friend of mine, and he also has an eye tracker as well, Tobii eye tracker, so you can see that he's using minions to trade, or in this case kind of engage. Most of the time he's looking at the minion health bars to try and set up a fight, so he's looking at our ones and then back at Jinx. He's trying to walk forward as she's going for the CS because honestly his W is a really short range. If he just runs at her when she's not CSing, she's going to run away. If he uses the minion's health instead, then she's going to be looking there at the minion trying to get the CS, not really at him, and that means he can get in range for the combo that sets up the fight and eventually sets up the kill. So just to recap, there are two types of trading really that you want to use. Using minions when they come to CS, you hit them, they're looking at the CS, not at you, and you get free damage or you make them lose gold. Number two is using cooldowns, so they use their abilities to farm or something like that, or maybe just miss them or something. They can't use them on you for the cooldown, so you can trade and fight them with an advantage. Step number three then, after those two types of trading, is once you've done that for a while, you get them lower health and you can move in for the actual fight. Obviously, if you're playing Zed or something like that, maybe you don't need to trade. Maybe we don't need to trade as Tristana Alistar because it is a massive kill lane, but it always helps to make it safe. As I mentioned at the start, we have released our update on the desktop app. We fully integrated this Toby and eye tracking into 5 different areas that will improve you as a player and work with the tracker. Realistically, I could make videos like this on kind of all 5 of those areas, so if you're interested, definitely let me know. But information processing, for example, tells us where you're focusing, how long you focus there before moving on. So it kind of tells us like how much information you're actually absorbing, processing, and how quickly you can do it. I'll leave some information down below if you're interested and you want to look into it a bit more. But if you enjoyed this, let me know down in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and for now, I will leave you with the robots.